saying? A lot of brothers be trying to say that we need to do speed it up a little bit. So I got Struck Ease and Lil Soldier, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get y'all caught.
What up, y'all? Welcome back to the next episode of Don't Do That on Mad as Hell Monday.
We mad as hell.
Oh boy, we got some stuff for y'all. Especially, I mean, it just amazes me after the election. It makes some disgusting people come out even harder. You know, we already knew they were out here. So, before I tell you what we smoking for the weed or the app, for the smoke of the app, I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna talk about. Your body, my choice. I wish you would. I wish you would. Actors can't really fight anymore. I'll actually give an example of a show that has proven that, which is not their fault. And we have a retail chain here in Michigan that is closing its doors. And then we have places that are actually closing for the holiday. Let's see if your store is on that. Ours ain't. So, smoke is the app, y'all. Of course, from House of Dank, right here in Lansing, Michigan. And then Cheech and Chong's.
Ooh.
Granddaddy Purple.
Nice.
Granddaddy Purple. Very well packed, very nice. Very nice. So, let me go ahead. I guess I'll start off. You started off last. I think I had you start off last time. So I'll go ahead and kind of start off with kind of some heavy stuff here, because it's like I just don't understand. Now, mind you, as a woman, I really hope you feel threatened by things like this. Okay, period. In the story. So you have far-right men are harassing women on social media with variations of messages that neo-Nazi live streamer, and it's even labeled as he's a white supremacist. I looked this man up, I couldn't believe it.
So he's just
no shame in his game. He owns his shit. I mean, I will say at least we know who you are and who to stay away from, because you're not hiding yourself in the closet.
He's out.
You at least own your shit, which I can't respect it either way. But at the end of the day, at least you own your shit. But Nick Fuentes or whatever posted on his X account, "Your body, my choice, forever."
He's a Trump supporter, obviously.
Oh, for sure. It's the inverse of the pro-choice slogan, "My body, my choice," popularized in the protest of Republican efforts to ban abortion and regulate women's health care choices. Now, the barrage took off, of course, after Trump won, who has bragged about his role in Roe versus Wade, which I haven't done much on it, because at the end of the day, people are going to do what the fuck they want to do.
That part.
It doesn't matter. So women reported a surge of misogynistic threats over the past week, with many of them concluding the sexist men emboldened by Trump's victory now feel empowered to go on the attack. "Your body, our choice, and we own your body now." Comments are starting to pour in. Now, women that voted for this man in there. This is why I won't vote, because I mean both had agendas that are ridiculous. I'm sorry. Certain agendas I wasn't going for on either side. Period. I have my own reasons about it. I love my friends to death, and regardless of whether or not how they feel, I respect the choice. I respect their opinion, because everybody is allowed that opinion. But people that get upset over how other people's opinions are kind of need to kick rocks a little bit, because that's just the way it is. At the end of the day, we're always going to have different thoughts and whatnot, but this one is not one of them. For a man to basically sit there and say that he owns you, that he owns your body, Alright, I had to look this up because I had went into the comments and whatnot because somebody was like, oh, this is fake news. And yeah, I'm like, wait a minute, let me go double check my shit.
Nope.
Whatever. No, it's real stuff.
It's real.
It's real.
You wanna know why?
I looked it up. I used the power of my phone.
This is America.
And this is what they do. One, a president is only a figurehead, just like the Queen of England was. Okay, at the end of the day. At the end of the day, we know darn well she did not run anything. And if she did, well, she definitely was the reason why Princess Di is dead. So let's be realistic here, because Di would have changed everything, and she wasn't going to have that. Lucky her son got away. Okay? So at the end of the day, women, you need to protect yourselves. I don't give a damn. Go get you a gun, girl. Get you a pistol. Because there are going to be men out there that really legitimately think that they're going to be able to just take you. Because they're men. We live in the fucking age of where they can just punk you over the head like Captain Caveman and drag you.
Conk. Take you home.
Like, that's kind of where we're at with
You're
some
mine
of these
now.
men.
You're mine now.
But y'all women that voted for him, I hope you're ready. I hope you feel safe. I mean, you must. I mean, your husband probably took it from you every night he wanted it anyways with his little penis. Because somebody hurt them. So I question, did your husband hurt you? Is that the reason why you voted that way? Because you're so used to the physical, mental, verbal bullshit abuse that he gave you?
Okay.
You must suck dick very well. On to you now.
Well, I cut the music off because I wanted to have a moment of silence for a legend, a horror legend, Tony Todd, best known for his role in Candyman. Most recently known for being the voice of Venom in the Spider-Man 2 PS5 game. Also known for Return of the Living Dead, Final Destination. He's just an icon, man. I mean, there are still people to this day that will not say Candyman 3 times in the dark.
I will not. That's like asking to say Bloody Mary. I mean, hello.
It's because of this man. This man did a phenomenal job and is a staple in a lot of our minds when we think of scary movies.
Yes.
So
Final Destination, bro. I mean, that was intense. Just the way he ripped the piercing out of the nipple was intense.
We lost a lot of icons, and this was one of them.
Yes.
So he did pass away after battling an illness for a long amount of time, but much like Chadwick Boseman, he
kept it secret.
You know, kept it low key, fought through it, still continued to work, died at home with his wife peacefully. Well, not peacefully. You know.
He was at home, comfortably at home.
Maybe
wife? Not like comfortably physically, but emotionally, he was comfortable because he was at home. Because at the end of the day, nobody wants to pass away in the hospital.
Now, before we move on to you, I want to just have one that connects to her heavy. And it is also connecting to my entertainment. So it is a double whammy. Michael Che. Michael Che's comments on SNL. And I completely feel him. He said, if white people can elect their felon to run the country, I can stop pretending I don't listen to R. Kelly and I can listen to my felon. Referring to Trump's 34 charges. Felony charges. As a presidential elect.
So, as a felon, as a fellow felon in office, do you think that he's going to wipe your record clean?
I don't know, but I'm saying if they got felons in the White House, my cousin Pookie need a job if they got White House felons in the White House.
I mean, then
free Pookie.
Right. Not just that, but then you also have places like Sparrow and shit like that, and all that other good jazz who wants to. No, No, I mean, you got pedophiles working as doctors more than likely and don't even know it. But you want to worry about somebody's background. The people you need to be worried about are the child molesters and the rapists that you guys want to redeem.
The upside is that this will be his last term.
Oh, that is
But
true, because it will be. Oh, yeah.
The Easter egg, the wild card to this whole situation is somebody said that he could enact some type of rule where he's just president forever.
Like how the Queen of
Before
England
his 4 years is
whatnot is up, like a hierarchy or something like that.
I don't know. Best,
Whatever that is
worst case
considered over there.
scenario.
So, your thoughts on that? What is your thoughts on that? Could he possibly put something into place like that?
Man, we're gonna see what he does in this next
I'm
term.
just saying.
Whoa.
But
this is what y'all asked for. This is what y'all asked for.
So these men are gonna go around grabbing y'all pussies, and you're gonna take it.
Grab her in the pussy.
Because you voted for that shit.
Grab
Now,
her in the pussy.
well, you thought that men were gonna be, no. Oh no, baby, their true colors about to shine out on you now. My God. But I'm done with you.
Okay.
You're good. Ugh, dork. So, on the next episode, so, kind of in entertainment news myself, actually.
Oh, see.
Because you have to have an actor who can really fight.
Oh,
Jet
fight
Li
scenes.
doesn't sugarcoat actual reason why Hollywood movies replaced martial arts with CGI. Now, I don't know if anybody else has noticed, like even just a little bit, whenever you are watching scenes of fighting now, where you can kind of tell it's not real.
They're not going. Well, I'm gonna say this: the last show that I saw where I was truly enthralled and pleased with the fight sequences was
not Into the Badlands.
Yeah.
Into the Badlands.
Yeah, that's why I gave it to her, because I knew she would guess. Into the Badlands. If you have not watched that show, bro, that show has as a recommendation for you. I think it's 3 seasons. Fire, fire, fire. All the fight scenes are like, let me sit closer to the TV.
Now, Jet Li points out Hollywood's CGI reliance stems from the shortage of actors with real martial arts skills, limiting authentic action scenes. Here's my example, and you know because you agree with me.
Iron Fist.
I'm sorry. He was not trained for shit. Nothing against him.
Ben Jones
other than that,
horrible.
his acting was
his
great.
Acting is fine.
But him
It's the
knowing
fight
how to
choreography
fight,
that sucked.
horrible. You should have fired that person that taught you, because he couldn't hurt a fly. Okay, real fight scenes need skilled fighters. Now,
I can't disagree with that.
noting that CGI removes the removes the genuine complexity and thrill of traditional martial arts. Now, you can tell authenticity from CGI if you actually, because you can look at it and you can see where it's at. You're not a blind eye to it. It looks great on screen. Not gonna give it that. But CGI versus true martial arts, flashy effects are easier. They lack the grit and energy that real martial arts brings, because there is a lot of work, patience, breathing, technique, and most of all, discipline. Discipline, because let's face it.
Did they use CGI in any of the John Wick movies?
Honestly, I don't know.
We will have to come back.
Action flicks.
Jet
Li, when it comes to action flicks, Jet Li doesn't pull punches, literally or figuratively. He has one clear reason why Hollywood keeps trading in the real gritty moves for flashy CGI. Now, according to him, authentic martial arts is on-screen require an actor who can handle real complex choreography. But in a time when specific effects can conjure up almost anything, who needs a training montage? CGI might be a shortcut, but it's missing the spark that only true martial artists can bring to the screen. And honestly, I think that goes for a lot of it. That doesn't go just for martial arts either, too. But martial arts, honestly, is a very... it's very authentic. It was a livelihood. Like, martial arts wasn't just made for fighting. Martial arts was made for, literally discipline. Disciplining yourself. Knowing when to use it, how to use it, where to use it. And that is where a lot of people lack. Give people power and they just screw it up. That's why a lot of people don't get their hands signed if they can fight. That's prison time.
Now, in further entertainment news, Jessica Biel issues a get help statement to her husband Justin Timberlake in the form of removing her wedding band.
Woo.
Now, that might have been making a bigger statement than she intended, but that happened. He, of course, was embarrassed with a driving while intoxicated a little while back. Was that about a week, 2 weeks ago?
I want to say it was, about 2 weeks ago.
It's inside a month.
It's been inside a month, yes.
And when we saw the picture, JT was sauced.
Yes, he
That boy was sauced. His eyes was red as this bat. His eyes was red as this bat. I was like, man, you doing the most. But that happened, so.
Bro, wake up, Paul.
Yeah.
I mean, because at the end of the day, when you're married, you carry yourself. When you're out in public, you still carry yourself. You know what I'm saying? So something like that makes you look bad. You know, vice versa.
And thinking more on it, what else did Justin do while he was drunk that may have made
Also,
Jessica
that
Biel
is true.
remove that ring
That is
for
true.
a quick second? Like, hey, hold on.
What else did you do?
I'm still Jessica Biel.
Don't get it twisted.
I can get it. Hey, I can have another you. Yeah, well, it was funny in my head.
It's still.
It was funny.
But our popular retail chain closing Michigan locations.
Which one is that?
That is American Freight over there on Lake Lansing Road over by our roundabout thing. That's really stupid anyways. People don't fucking need it because it's a dumbass route. Yes, it is.
Oof, okay.
It's, when you go back to like my younger days, it was the Lansing skating arena. It was closed for a while, became a few different things, and then it became American Freight. But the franchise group incorporated just filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy to attempt to get back on their feet. Now the American Freight brand, like couches, mattresses, whatnot, beds, all that good stuff. They've got close to $2 billion in debt, and to save some of their other brands, they had to close their locations, and one of them is our Lansing one. So they are offering sales. They will not be restocking stuff if you see it. So at the same time, if you do get a chance to be able to hit them places. When they go out of business, they do have good deals.
You better hit them up.
So
before they're gone.
now, stores that will be closing on Thanksgiving. Now, when I was a kid, people were closed. I mean, the only places that were really open were probably gas stations, and those were like franchise gas stations that chose to stay open. But if they chose to stay open 9 times out of 10, or 10
We're
times
not
out
in
of
Kansas
10,
anymore,
they
Dorothy.
worked them work their store themselves because they're not going to make their people work or whatever because it's they cared about their people. Corporations don't really give a shit no more.
The world
but
is completely different. Quick reflexes.
Target stores will remain closed on Thanksgiving. Will be Costco, Aldi's, Lowe's, Marshalls, Home Goods, Michael's, TJ Maxx, Burlington Coat Factory, Best Buy. Nobody else that I know of.
They didn't say
Our job, and we're not gonna. Yup. But anyways,
yeah.
I mean, dang. I mean, I didn't see Kroger on there either. And see Walmart. But good for you guys.
Greed.
At the end of the day, I feel like it should be the holiday should be treated just as Christmas. Because with companies, Christmas, do we not get Christmas pay if we work the day before or the day after?
Capitalism.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, your scheduled shift. As long as you work your scheduled shift as your scheduled work week, you get your holiday pay for Thanksgiving. I mean, my bad, Christmas, Jesus. Why can't it be the same way for Thanksgiving? I mean, if it's that deep, you would think to stay open a little longer the day before Thanksgiving, right? Instead of closing at midnight. And still giving your workers time to be able to go home with their families. There's so many different ways you could still make money. You guys are ashamed.
Oh
but
boy.
Here we are.
Here
Capitalism.
we are. And
Cha.
with that,
we shall
bid you adieu.
bid you good day.
I say good day.
Bid you good day. Spirit fingers.
I say good day.
Peace out. You're